some people, life is about reaching a destination. But for me, life's all about the journey. And on my journey, there are no speed limits on the road to success. On my home track, Sunset Speedway. We're here in Toronto at Toronto City Hall for a fundraiser. Today we're doing the Make-A-Wish Foundation Rope for Hope. So we raise the fee to donate to Make-A-Wish Foundation to make a child's wish come true, and I will be scaling the side of Toronto City Hall. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is a charity that grants wishes to children with life-threatening illnesses. People look small over there from over here. Imagine what they're going to look like from down there. And be like, my parents left?
They'll all be looking because you'll be like... There's no turns, it's like straight. Like drag racing, easy.
No. Okay, but I don't want to push the gas at all. I think that it's a great organization. This is a great event, and it really gets the Make-A-Wish Foundation out here right in the heart of Toronto. Oh, here we go. Stop saying goodbye to me. I'm going to be right back. You guys are scaring me.
I've got it.
Good luck and have fun. Have fun.
Enjoy it, guys.
I'm sugar.
I know you.
I'm definitely nervous, but I am definitely happy to support them any way I can.
Enjoy it, Kenny.
I will. We're up 27 stories so far, so we're gonna climb 3 more on the stairs, and then we're gonna start rappelling. So I'm just gonna get harnessed up now.
Ready to go training?
Yeah.
Are you in training?
Yep. John, by the way. Oh, John. Kevin.
I'm Kendra.
Kendra. Your first time to Kendra?
Yep.
Fun. So when Kendra starts taking you on to race, how do I?
No races, no races.
Let's just get you at the top here, guys. So again, this being your backup device, okay? This is going to engage if something were to happen, if you were to have a failed line or if you go way too fast. You can go quite fast in this. I don't suggest you do it. Top of the building, you're going to see it's going to be a little bit heavy, so you're going to have to bump your line up a bit. That's going to allow you to come down. But when you get about 20 feet or so down, just kind of start letting it slide to your hand and come down in a nice controlled fashion. Okay?
Oh my gosh, okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All the way up. And you come and walk around this way towards me. How are you?
I'm nervous, how are you?
Oh, you got nothing to be nervous about.
That's what they all say.
What's your name?
My name's Kendra.
Kendra?
Yeah.
I'm Jeannot. Very nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you too.
Come on over and join me. We've got people still on the line. So they give us an
Okay.
opportunity to have a quick talk before I take you over to some lines.
Okay.
If you want to crawl down, you can actually just crouch in the skirt and just have a look there.
Ron, look up. I wonder if you can hear me. Oh wow. Is this the second group?
Yes. Yeah, so the first 2 guys, they went.
Wow. How beautiful is that?
Yeah. I've taken my kids there. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. It's it's like 5 minutes away from my house.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's like an amazing facility. Everybody's so nice. I love it there.
One of the guys I used to work with, he did that King of the Track or whatever it is. Like
Oh yeah, King of the Hill where you race your car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Like guys wheeling in their minivans, pull
Yeah.
the plates off them, and they drive it out on the track. Like
They're crazy.
car seats and all, and they're racing them.
Yeah.
We used to have the Dodge Neon class up at Mossport.
Yeah.
And we'd get guys fly into the States all the time. They'd rent from Hertz rental car at the airport.
No way.
Dodge Neons.
Yeah.
They'd come drive them to Mossport, slap numbers on the side, and they would race them in the Neon class.
Yeah.
And then they'd take them back to the airport and take the numbers off.
That's hilarious.
And then take the rental cars back.
That's exactly what you need to do. Now, before you take a step, you want to move your feet just a little bit wider than they are right now. You're okay.
This is so hard.
Once you get on it, you'll be laughing. So when you're ready to take a step, you want to get your butt down just below your feet and then take a step. Nice baby steps, okay? So get your butt down just a little bit more. Perfect. Now you can take a step. Nice small steps. There you go. And that's exactly what you're going to do on the way down. So if you can lower your hand,
Holy.
there you go. That's perfect. That's the hardest part right there. The rest.
All right, cool. Less scary, and then I stood on the edge and I went to, like, he's like, okay, just practice, and I almost fell and I was like, I'm so scared.
Here's your
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You guys are awesome. Thanks so much.
Great. Awesome. We're gonna get one.
I just did that. here today at our 4th race of the season at Sunset Speedway, and as you can see, it's really, really wet here and really rainy. So unfortunately, that means we are put on race delay. So right now, nobody's practicing, and we are just waiting for the cleanup crew and all of our safety guys to help us make sure that everything is ready to roll, and we're all going to be safe for practice tonight. So what they do, just out on the track, we have a lot of almost like sweeping machines, and they'll also use like blowers too once the track gets more dry. Hopefully the sun comes out and dries it up a little bit for us, but unfortunately right now it's looking pretty wet. So because of the tires we run and the speeds we go and how close we are to everybody else, we unfortunately can't race like this, especially without rain tires like some of the other divisions have here. So we're just waiting for it to be 100% ready to go, and then we'll hop in and suit up for practice. So just this, there's a little body brace that pulls this out, which just makes you get like better aerodynamics, and it's just better for the front end, but it's too wide to fit into our trailer, so there's just an adjustable brace. So we'll show up at 11, 12 o'clock, and we will sign in, unload the car. We'll usually make sure that what setup is in the car and what tires we want on the car for our first practice are on, and then we kind of just hang around. I'll pull my number for qualifying, make sure everything's right, and then we wait until our first practice. Are we keeping this left front on?
No, changing them all for now, just to cut them in.
So we're gonna try and size these tires up. We've got a new set of tires. We're still trying to learn the sizes, how they're gonna grow, how they're gonna change from when they're new to when they blow up to when they run a heat cycle or two. So we're gonna be short on practice today, but we wanna get these tires cut in for next weekend likely. Maybe later on today, we'll see how the night goes. So we're gonna run these on in practice and see what we get. Well, we're going to run them through a heat cycle, so they're going to get hot, hopefully expand to the size that they're going to stay at for the rest of their life. And then we won't get changes in sizes, so we should have stagger that's going to stay consistent on the track.
How long have you been racing?
This is my 5th season this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
You look so young.
I'm only 17. I started when I was 13.
Oh, my God.
So I'll be 18 in the fall, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That is so cool.
Thank
Wow. Can he get a picture?
you. Yeah, sure.
He's the fan.
No
I just came 'cause
problem.
I'm family.
No problem. If you want, you can like step over.
Fantastic. I hope you guys run today.
Me too, especially because this is only our 4th night. We've only had 3 nights so far since April 29th.
Yeah, they're sending the mini stocks out, then they're sending the late models out, then they're going to send you guys and then the Pro Challenge Cup, and then they're going to send the late models back out for their qualifying. We got a real wet track. We got a real wet track tonight with the rain that we had this afternoon. Hopefully the rain holds off for the rest of the night. Looks a little suspect, but we'll see what happens. If some guy does get down in there in any division, it's going to make a big mess of the track. Make a big mess of his car, make a big mess of the track. They'll get the cleanup crew, they'll sweep all the water and mud and grass off of the track as best they can, and they'll let the division go back at it. So it will maybe make the bottom lane a little more of a no-go if they do flood the track with the car that gets down into the swampy area. So hopefully everyone's cognizant of that and keeps 4 race tires on the track. Straighten the wheel. 2 5/8, whatever that one was.
Is that one right? Yeah.
That one, yeah. cold.
Okay,
Okay, let's sit down and have a look at that and see what we got.
this is 81 and it'd be 6/8. That's 7/8, so it's 4 and an 8.
Yeah.
I
What do you
know
thi-
some now.
What do you think that is? Good? Too much?
I think it's too much.
Well, it's more than we ever run. So it's going to get the car through the corner well, but it's potentially going to make you loose off. How hard were you getting off the corner? Do you think? Like, were you flooring it?
No, because I was trying to cut in the tires before, and then once I was coming off pretty good, but at the same time, like, I was leery because I was always looking in my mirror.
Okay. What do we got on the front?
So, as you know, with late model tires now, we're on slick tires, right? Slick tires mean there's no grooves. Like your normal street tire has grooves and sipes in it. Slick tires mean there's no grooves. That's just about maximum traction. You have literally this much of a tire to get to the track at a time. Very small tire patch, and those grooves create air pockets, and it's less rubber on the ground, means less traction. So we run these tires. These are an 8-inch Hoosier Slick. And basically what we try and do is stagger the tires on the race car. What I mean by stagger is one side of the car will have a larger circumference of a tire than the other side of the car. And it's kind of this, it's basically like a Coke bottle. You take a Coke bottle and you roll it on the ground. The smaller end of the Coke bottle will always go less distance with more rotation than the outside. It's the same philosophy on a race car. What we're trying to do is get the car to turn left while it's actually pointed straight. Helps the car through the corner. So what we do on a late model tire is we run between 3 and 3.5 inches of stagger on the back of the car and a little bit less on the front. The back is the most important because it's what's driving the car. So the right rear tire will be a larger circumference around than the left rear tire.
Add 3 1/8 to that. Add 3 1/8 to 82 and 5/8.
So then it'd be 86 and 1/8. So it's 80. Or so it's, wait, what'd you say to add to it?
Add 3 1/8. So write it down if you want.
3 1/8, so then it would be 85 and 1/8.
This is 5/8 plus 1/8.
I mean 6/8.
So what does that give you?
83 and 6/8, or 86 and 6/8.
And what is this here?
83
So
and
what was the stagger? 3 1/8. That's why I was having you do it. You minus it to find it, and then you add what you think it is, and that's how you check your math.
Yeah.
So here we are sitting at the racetrack, and you're getting a math lesson.
And I said
And you
I
graduated
knew math,
high school.
but I actually don't know math.
She knows her math. She got it right.
NPC series does for their qualifying, to qualify their late models. So what we're gonna do is all divisions are gonna have one practice, and then for our qualifying, we're gonna go out in groups of 5, and we're gonna get 5 laps to qualify instead of our normal 2.
That's the room you want. About that much room, don't get any closer.
So Travis 50 cal Halbert will go fastest in round number 2.
So we'll have 2 laps to warm up our tires instead of the regular half a lap. And then we're gonna have 5 to go as we please and race as best as we can. We're not actually racing against the other cars out there. We're just trying to do the best time we can. This just speeds everything up because they're doing 5 cars at once instead of single file. So overall, it should cut out a lot of time. And honestly, I think it's going to work to my benefit as I know that I'm not good in the shorter runs. So 5 laps compared to 2 is going to be way better for me.
P13, buddy, P13. You beat 2 in the first group and you're fastest out of yours. Well done.
Wow, that feels really good.
Looked a little free off.
Yeah, it was real free off, but it felt awesome right in the middle and coming in really good. I think it's better to have 5 laps than to have 2. I saw a lot of people qualify better than they normally do because it is just a better system for people, and also for the people that only want to do 2 laps and save their tires or whatever, they can only do 2 laps if they want. It's honestly up to them, so I think having the extra 5 laps and being out there with the other cars didn't really bother me, especially because of how they split it up on points. They were definitely all pretty matched up cars. So honestly, I preferred it, and I would definitely like to have that happen every week if we could. I just think it's better average to have the 5 laps instead of the 2. Plus, we got 2 warm-up laps prior to our 5 laps, which is honestly just that much better for the tires and the driver. I qualified in front of Jordan Latimer.
I saw that. They must have been having problems because he should have been in the second group. Fix up your radio.
Can you plug it in there?
Yeah.
I wear it the other way though.
25 is Mike Wilkinson, the 2 is Kendra, the 69 is Al Lewis, 90 Jordan Lambert, 46 Wayne Sardo, 3 Ernie Wilson, 57 Brian Chow.
Hey, green. Outside, green. One lane on the outside. Outside. That's it. Stay close to that 5-4. Roll them. Outside. Give them 1 lane only. 2 by 2 on the way. Stay clean and coming. Keep it low coming down here. Stay tight to that 5-4. 20 back it up on the outside. Stay tight to Danny. Get it under. You're in.
But honestly, it went really well. The car was amazing until our first caution.
Great roll through the middle. Don't keep that work. That's it. Come on. Great driving now. Wrecking in front. Caution's out. Watch the 41 middle of the track. Great job out there, Kenny. Great job. Looks like P9, so you'll be inside. P9 so far, buddy. Great job. Keep doing what you're doing. You were catching the other 2 in front, and Danny wasn't catching it once he broke free tomorrow.
During the caution, I just don't think that I kept the heat in the tires very well, and then the car started to handle a little bit loose off and a little bit tight in the middle.
Outside. Let it rotate outside, half back on your bumper, outside, roll it in. Roll that 54, come on, half back, no pressure, half back, 1 lane only, that's it, keep it out, roll it out hard, into the middle, come on, half back, clear by 1 half, outside, clear by 1 back, and you're making the pass in there.
So honestly, it was drivable until we got our second caution. where it was actually red flag and we had to sit for a little bit.
46 inside, 46 inside, inside. Let them in. Now roll them on the outside so you beat them. Come on, right to the wall. Inside. Still there, just there. Big in 3 into 1. Hold tight, cautious out, cautious out. Big wreck, big wreck. Look to the red. Slow up. You got lots of room. Just slow up easy. You're good. Wow.
Red flag is out.
Just stop there. You're good.
Honestly, I was having a really good run and the car was really good before that caution. So I'm really happy with how it was and where I was. I was catching on the cars in front of me and I was gaining on the cars behind me. So I was actually in a really good spot because I was making good track position. Unfortunately, when we got the caution, my car wasn't as good when we relined up. But honestly, the 17 laps is kind of, sometimes it's nice to have a break, but when you're running really well, it honestly kind of throws you off, especially when the car was really good before. I was talking about my car was getting really, really hot on the caution and right before the caution, which kind of messed me up a little bit mentally. I was like, oh, like, I don't want this thing to overheat. I really don't need that right now. So that's always a struggle, having those problems. But we came back and everything was fine. So
run back to the 3, just inside, roll them here, inside, give one lane only. Hold them down, 1 lane only, roll that 2-8, buddy, great job, come on. Inside, roll the 2-8 here. Hold them tight, roll the 2-8.
After that, the car was awful, if we're being honest. The car was really, really, really tight in the middle, which led it to be really, really loose off. Honestly, I couldn't get in very hard because it was tight in the middle, and then I couldn't get out at all because it was loose off. So I had a really tough time at the end of the race, but I actually only lost 1 or 2 spots, which led us into the pill draw for the next feature.
Turn them and turn them now, turn them, bring it home, come on, your job.
Yeah, that was my best finish in a first feature so far. My previous finish, I think, was 15th, 19th, and something in the middle there.